and welcome into On the Go. Well, it all happens next weekend, May the 13th in Old Alabama Town, the Herb Day. That's a tradition in Montgomery, Alabama. It's an annual event, great for the children and the grandchildren. Our guest today, Kathy Quinn, who is a herbalist, and our specialty is in medicinal herbs, which are very, very important, and the current president extraordinaire of the Herb Society, Duane Mara. Duane, the first and only male president?
Maybe.
That's great.
Well, they asked for a nominating committee at our meeting last night, so we'll see if I get renominated for a second term.
Second term.
I'm betting on it.
Yeah, and it pays well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All the herbs you can eat.
All the herbs you can eat.
Well, you know, it's my grandchildren, there's very few things that they look forward to every year. This is one of them. It's interesting because there's things for kids, things for adults, and just a variety of types of things.
Well, I'm going to let Kathy explain who's all on the agenda, the program.
There's some good things if you want to learn how to either cook or for medicinal purposes, right?
Yes, at 9 o'clock we're going to have Liz of Herbal Liz, who is our Montgomery's famous, she makes body care products.
Okay.
And then at 10:30 we have Valerie Nunnally, who's from North Alabama, and she's going to be talking about herbs for dyeing. So what herbs can you use to dye fabric with?
Well, B.
And then at 11:30 we've got Latin herbs in your garden with Janet Malparita from DA Road Cafe.
Yes, and last week we put some of that little D-Road in our D-mouth, and it was delicious.
Delicious.
So yeah, you're going to have a treat if you go into and actually we even had her put a little plate out there for us to look at here. It's wonderful.
Yes, beautiful. And then finally at 1 o'clock we've got Amanda Borden, who's a master gardener, and she's going to be talking about planting to attract bees, butterflies, and their friends. Wonderful.
Very necessary.
And we'll have music during the day. We got the dulcimer group. We've got another banjo group, and hopefully, if we can get them to show up, will be the Baldwin Magnet banjo pickers. They played last year. We're trying to get them again this year. So far, they haven't signed up to do it, but we hope they will. And another lady by the name of Cynthia Giancaterino, she's going to be a talking tree. Now, the kids had a good time with that last year. Mm-hmm. She talked to them all about what a tree is, how a tree grows,
what it does for the
environment, and everything else.
And how to treat a tree.
And how to treat a tree. And
treat a tree.
And really, the herb gardens are in some shady spots. Now, there's herbs that need a lot of sun, and there's herbs that can grow in the shade. And we've got the gardens there on Old Town that the Herb Society takes care of. That's one of the things we do all year. We've got the children's garden, the doctor's garden, a dye garden where you can actually see what dye plants could be used, and Judy's garden, so that you can go down and actually see herbs growing. And we're going to do like we did last year and have the children do a scavenger hunt through the children's garden. So give them a little. And
at each one of these gardens, there's a person there that can explain things to people. That's I think is kind of key, because the bottom line, everybody wants to be healthy.
Right.
Number one. Number two, but we don't know how to do it. You know, like cilantro there is the
herb of the year.
Herb of the year, you know. So
oh, and its partner, the seeds, are called something different. Coriander.
It's one of those herbs that's got two names. So if you don't like one, you can call it the other.
That's right.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm not into cilantro, but I love coriander.
If you go to the typical Mexican restaurant in Montgomery, you're definitely going to get cilantro in the salsa.
Right.
And my wife is a great aficionado of Mexican foods because we had a Mexican son-in-law. So she makes salsa, and boy, does it have the cilantro in it.
Herbs are again, it's one of those things, you eat healthy, and you're eating healthy means you're gonna, the things you're putting into your body, and we're gonna do a show with you next week just talking about medicinal herbs and things that Hey, I've got a little bit of this, and because I was talking about my sciatic nerve, first thing she told me, you're not eating right.
and you're probably totally
Absolutely
true.
right. Thank you both very much. And remember, it's next weekend, May the 13th, at Old Alabama Town. It's all free. I mean, free to get in.
Right.
But then there's all kinds of things you can purchase. They're going to make sure you buy the right thing, and we'll be right back right after this.